Live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today we're going to be testing GTA 5 Enhanced on the GTX 1650, 3060 and 4060. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So, what is this? Okay, this is an official update to GTA 5. Now there is two versions of GTA 5. Enhanced Edition, which is what released 3 years ago on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, that added ray tracing, at least for the Series X and PS5. And we also got the legacy one, that is the original that everybody played. I have a lot of hours into it. Hey guys, Luis, Perosami, Omen, Juan GTX 1000, Akash, Dizidex, the Thinker, sorry. Bueno, saludos, Luis. Daniel Ruben. What a weird word to type that. Waiting for ray tracing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's in the menu yet. It's going to release in around 2 minutes. So I wanted to go over what's new. But basically, this is the PS5 version, quote unquote. 3 years later, we got it on PC. So we're going to be doing also the Steam Deck, but that's a separate video I'm working on today. I first want to explore and see how performance is like. That will be interesting. The big difference is that, well, also GTA Online stuff, but in the end, the most important thing is the graphical updates. And people playing on the legacy version won't be able to play with people on the enhanced version, but they can still play online. So 5M is fine, just need the legacy option. So let's see what's new. We're going to Community Hub. Will this break mods? Probably. They probably will need to do those again. That's for sure. It's a completely different version of the game. So what they will add is what the console people 3 years ago got for GTA Online. And well, this personally I don't care about. This is for online. So kernel anti-cheat protection, so on Steam Deck you won't play online. Upgradable vehicles, yeah. Here, technical enhancements. Depending on your hardware, GTA 5 players on PC will enjoy ray tracing features only on PC, such as ambient occlusion and global illumination, plus ray trace shadows and reflections, first debuted on consoles. So on PS5 and Xbox Series X, the ray tracing shadows and reflections are the only thing. On PC, we also get now ambient occlusion and global illumination. Nice update. FSR1, FSR3, and DLSS, faster loading times on SSD. So finally, we can take advantage of our NVMe drives. Enhanced support for higher resolutions, higher aspect ratios, and frame rates. It supports DualSense with adaptive triggers for if you use your PS5 controller with a cable. 3D audio, Dolby Atmos, and all that. Then, yeah, you'll be able to purchase GTA Plus, which personally I don't care about. And this is what matters the most. Support for previous versions will continue, allowing those whose hardware does not currently meet the minimum requirements, blah, blah, blah. So you can play basically still the older version. The original version of GTA Online on PC will be a separate instance, and players who remain in that version won't be able to play sessions with people on the upgraded version. And you can also transfer your save file. I did it yesterday. You need to open the older game, and you should be good. Let's see, it should be live now. Let me restart Steam. We gotta unpack it. So yeah, it's two separate things. One is the Legacy Edition, and thanks these EDX for being a member for 21 months. Holy hell. Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate that. That's insane. Hope you're doing well. Are there any high texture resolution updates? I have no idea. I know that they increased the particles, they changed them, the effects, on the PS5 version. And by the way, when I say PS5 version, I also mean Xbox Series X, because it's not an exclusive to PS5. Although on consoles it was a separate purchase. In this case, it's a free update for PC, so GG. Thanks for beta testing, console users. And we're unpacking the game. So let me put that there. So unpacking preload. Unpacking preload. So yeah, you could preload the game a few days ago. It was 89 gigs, so we'll see. Is RT forced? I don't think so. RT should be optional. I remember, well, the Series S version doesn't have ray tracing as far as I know. Or maybe only ray trace shadows. But what I want to see is that those reflections have a better range than on the consoles. On PS5, it's like you see yourself in glass and 10 meters behind you, more than 10 meters behind you, the reflection just cuts off. So it's a mix of cube maps and ray tracing. It's not, honestly, 90 gigabytes doesn't seem like a lot to me nowadays. There are 150 gigabyte games. I'm just unpacking the files. This is pure SSD speed. But I need to do a clean Windows installation. It's been a while. I wonder if they fixed the stutters at high frame rates. Apparently, yes. According to the notes, by the way, separate versions. So if we go to the store page, yeah, this, I mean, it showcases the ray tracing updates. But there has to be more than this. I'm pretty sure. But the requirements, they increase the requirements, obviously. This version is more demanding. But still, the minimum is a GTX 1630, which is more like a 1050 Ti when it comes to performance. 105 gigs. Then SSD required. Over time, downloadable content and programming changes will change the system requirements. Yeah, that's basically it. Unrecommended 3060, and that's basically it. Processors test almost the same. So these are the updated requirements. Still pretty low, in my opinion. Never heard of the 1630. Well, it's basically like a 1050 Ti with less memory bandwidth. So nothing special, really. So yeah. Also, by the way, if you're going to play the enhanced edition, your save file can be carried over for story. So yeah, you just need to go into the game, to your saves, and put upload to Social Club, and you'll have it. You can transfer one save. Which I have the game. I think the game is almost completed. Since I basically finished it on consoles, like, yeah, on the PS3. Well, just think about it, guys. I played this game for the first time on PlayStation 3. I was on high school, I was 16 years old, and well, now I'm 29. So, and I'm still playing GTA 5. Rockstar, Jesus Christ, GTA 6. Frame generation, we'll see. Is this update available on standard edition? Yeah, it should be in your Steam library already. So if you look it up, you should have GTA 5 Legacy and GTA 5 Enhanced. So open your Steam library and make sure you download this one. This is the new version, but you also have the Legacy one. It should be a free update to everyone. But not on the consoles. If you have a PS5, you need to pay to be able to access this version. No, it doesn't look like GTA 6, unfortunately. You're subscribed since 2019. Thanks for being here. Yeah, guys, if you don't see the game Unpacking, make sure you restart Steam. Otherwise, it might be an issue. On the Epic Games Store, I don't know, man. I don't have it on. Oh, wait, I have the Epic Games Store. What am I talking about? Let me see if it shows up on my library. In the meantime, I hate the Epic Games Store. Oh, shit. Never mind. We're going to put that away for a moment. Let me log in. Jesus, Epic Games. They just couldn't do it correctly. Yeah, well, whatever. I'll have to change my email address. Oops. Yeah, now it's kernel level anti-cheat, so if you're playing online, you're basically under that. Oh well, what can you do? Sometimes it happens. I'm back. So let me check the library. So many free games. Most of the games that I have here, guys, are free games. Most of you guys are under the same thing. Yeah, here it is. The enhanced edition on the Epic Games Store. So if you have it on the Epic Games Store, it's called GTA 5 Enhanced. So, yeah. Just download this version and you should be good to go on the Epic Games Store. I'm just going to close it. Ugh, disgusting. Did they use an updated version of the engine for this enhanced edition? As far as I know, on the consoles, what they did is, well, if you compare the PS4 to the PS5, the draw distance is much better, the loading times are much better, the particles are much better, the shadows are ray traced. If you use the ray tracing mode, you can run it at 60, but when it comes to PC, draw distance was already amazing, at least in my opinion. You could push it very far away. But then when it comes to texture quality and all that, I'm not entirely sure if there's been updates on that. Are you excited for AC Shadows? I mean, I'm not 100% excited due to all the controversy. I don't know. I just want it to be a fun game. I don't care who the hell is the main character or whatever. But I'm excited to play Assassin's Creed. I hope it's not like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is almost all filler content. That's my expectation. As long as it feels like an Assassin's Creed game, I'm okay with it. Can you try it on a hard drive? I'm not doing that today. Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't think I'll do Monster Hunter Wilds, really. I don't want to buy the game and play it, honestly. So, also considering how bad it ran, I tried it on my RTX 4090 and it ran like absolute dog shit. It makes no sense to me. So I'm going to skip it because everyone knows it runs horribly bad. And I'd rather do other games that I enjoy, personally. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying that everybody knows it's basically broken on performance. So I'll skip it. Maybe if they release an update that improves everything, which I don't think they will, it's probably an engine issue. I mean, the RE engine is not great with open world. Then I might do a video saying, hey guys, is it fixed? But right now, I mean, whatever. I'd rather show you guys Monster Hunter World. That one actually looks pretty good. RX 9700 XT looks interesting. I wish it was cheaper though, so Nvidia has to compete, but what can you do? 2025 Monster Hunter World looks... Oh, Wilds looks like a PS3 game. Yeah, I mean, it has stuff that look current gen, but if you look at the whole picture, it looks like an older game. I mean, it shouldn't run like that at all. Makes no sense. Is a 2070 Max Q gonna be good for 1080p high? I haven't even launched the game yet. It's unpacking. But it's probably going to be fine. The recommended requirements are at 3060, so yours should be there. Yeah, to this day, Monster Hunter World looks great. Why can't I see GTA 5 Enhanced on Epic Games? Check your library. Should be there. If it's not, contact support or restart your Epic Games Store. That might be the thing. Do you think this will be more CPU intensive? I mean, I think it will be more CPU intensive when ray trace shadows are engaged. That's my guess, because you have to do... Ray tracing tends to be CPU intensive as well. Awesome, Cosmin P. Well, yeah, that's true. I made a video actually on GTA 5. While we wait, I'll show you something. One sec. It's pretty funny. So again, as I told you before, I've been playing GTA 5 since this came out. So here we go. This is my channel. So when I started YouTube like 10 years ago, these are older videos that I recorded with my phone. I was doing the same thing I do right now. So let's see. I also played the guitar once. Very random. Then I got the 750 Ti and I started making what I'm making today. I started doing these thumbnails. And I did videos every day since then, almost every day. Let me see if I can find, you know what? Let's put it by popular. It's one of my most popular videos, GTA 5. It's 1 million views. That's insane. It's one of my very few 1 million view videos. So it was on the 750 Ti. This was 9 years ago. It looks horrible visually compared to my videos right now. And I didn't speak in these videos. And I think I have like 2,000 subs, 2K subs back then. So yeah, that's pretty funny. 10 years ago. Yeah, the PC port came out 10 years ago, the original. Update size, it's like 105 gigs installed, 89 gigabytes for the preload, so we'll see. Yeah, the standards were way different back then. Yeah, I agree. I was happy to record it. I remember staying up, waking up as soon as it released, and boom, just release that video. What do you think about AC Shadows? It looks like a fun game, honestly. I don't care of all the drama around it. It's like the issue is that they said it was historically accurate about a fictional character, so that's it. All the outrage I think is very stupid, but Ubisoft just keep digging their own grave. So as long as it's a fun game, sure, why not? Si instalaste en NVMe para aprovechar direct storage. Yeah, also guys, it supports direct storage. To check if you have direct storage on your PC, hit the Windows key and G, and you have this, which is the game bar. And on the game bar, if you go to the settings and go to gaming features, it says that my system does not support DirectX Swap Ultimate. That's not a problem, but it says direct storage supported. So I should be able to take advantage of the SSD. So yeah, hopefully direct storage works well. Because in some games, like Spider-Man 2, it had an older version that was buggy. So we'll see. Have you tested Lost Records? I heard about it, but I never played it. You don't think this has frame gen? There's no NVGX DLSS file? Well, to me it's not an issue, but for many people it will be. But guys, remember, this is still GTA 5 with ray tracing on top of it and maybe some extra visual things. So it shouldn't be demanding. It's probably going to be demanding with ray tracing, but the base game is still the same old game. So you should be able to get high frame rates. The thing is, if we are CPU limited with ray tracing on, that's my only concern, basically. Awesome events. I'm happy I could help. It should be better, even better performance. We'll see. It's almost done. We tested 1050 Ti. We'll see. Depends on how much time I have available. Does it support the new transformer model? It probably does if we change the DLL file with NVIDIA app. So we're going to try that too. Don't worry. And our upscaler is featured here. Yes, we're going to have DLSS 3, FSR1, and FSR3. So I don't know why they didn't put XeSS. GTA 4 Remaster 1, hopefully soon, and hopefully they don't butcher it. Yeah, you're going to be able to play online, yeah. But it's going to be separate from people playing the old version. So there's 2 GTA Onlines now, I guess. Almost done. Come on. Okay, it's done. Let me close this. Yeah, Steam Unpacking. Let's not talk about it. I probably have to log into my Rockstar account, so we'll see what happens. Here we're with a 1650, so ray tracing is probably not going to work, but who knows, maybe it's a software solution. Yeah, I need to log in. One sec. I never launched the game. I don't remember my password. Hang on. Let me check my notes. Hopefully, we emailed you a code. 2FA, of course. For my story mode GTA 5. Okay, there we go. That sucks. Cloud saves, of course. It asks me about cloud saves every time I launch it. Yeah, BattleEye. So now it's kernel level anti-cheat. Thanks Rockstar for having root access to my computer. Can I check the whole science of the game? Sure. GTA 5 enhanced is 91 gigabytes. And GTA 5 non-enhanced, the older edition, is 100 and something. So it's a smaller game. Interesting. Probably because of the SSD stuff. Here we go. I wish we had an option to skip this. It's annoying. You forgot about the new update? Well, now you remembered. Here I am. Sorry it took so long to unpack. It took like 20 minutes. Okay, display calibration. Okay, the menu is different now. Interesting. Okay, story mode. Before I get demonetized, sorry, copyrighted. Let's lower the music to the absolute lowest. Display. Okay, on display, we have a separate thing now. Awesome. On graphics. Okay, now everything is on graphics. Thank you. Ignore suggested limits. Okay, borderless full screen. No, we want full screen. 1080p 144. Let's see if it now works correctly. Okay, now full screen works correctly. I had issues with it in the past. NVIDIA Reflex. Okay, on. Frame limit right here. It allows you to do 45. Oh, sorry. I'm covering it. My bad. There we go. So now you have frame limit, VSync. Yeah, here's ray tracing. So ray tracing, you can turn it off. Awesome. Okay, frame scaling, sampling of FSR3, FSR1. So sampling is probably linear upscaling. We're going to disable it for now. TAA is now in the game with a sharpness slider. When it comes to quality, grass, water, tessellation, this is like the older game. Lighting, reflection. Okay, shadows, soft shadows, long shadows, high resolution shadows. Okay, now everything is on graphics. Thank you, Rockstar. It was separate before. There's now HBAO. Not sure if that was here before. We have those. Yeah, I love what they did with the options menu. The options menu is much better now. It's everything in a single menu now. Okay, so let me use the best settings for the 1650 because this is very easy. I did this before. So shader quality, you could push it a little bit down. Textures, I'm going to lower them to normal because very high says that uses a lot of VRAM. So maybe textures are updated. Particles, high is okay. Tessellation, personally I would do normal because it's very subtle, but let's keep it on high. Water, high. Grass, high. Lighting, high. Reflections, high. Shadows, high. We're going to put, let's see if there's no PCSS shadows like on the original though. The Nvidia PCSS shadows are gone. Let's put it on softer. Long shadows, sure. High resolution shadows, as you can see, is not recommended. Post effects, this is mostly for, okay, motion blur, bloom, and ambient occlusion. Put it on normal. Honestly, I don't use any of those. SSDO, yeah, it's DX12, guys. Interesting. Population density. This can be 50%. Same with the distance scaling. High detail streaming while flying, yes. And that's it. Those are the settings I would use. It requires a game restart though, which is annoying, but hey, what can you do? This one will be quick because there's no ray tracing to be done here. High settings. We might be able to push it higher, but we'll see. Yeah, no, Monster Hunter Wilds, they can keep it. I'm okay with it, without it. Yeah, you cannot enable it at all, so it's probably hardware ray tracing, which is interesting. Anyone knows how to install from Epic Games? Go to your library and open GTA 5 Enhanced. That should download the new one. Sí, lo vi, Abraham. Tengo un video sobre eso. Can you compare the FPS before and after? I mean, I could, but in a separate video. I mean, there's videos of GTA 5 on the normal way, the Legacy Edition. I don't know why I'm on windowed. I set full screen. Yeah, this also happened on original GTA 5. Why windowed? Stop! This also happened on the original. Hang on. Oh yeah, no RT. Good point. Keep forgetting. That's so annoying. Yeah, Red Dead 2 has the same issue. I hate them for that. No RT. Because we don't have hardware to do it. Okay. How do I hit play? There we go. Okay, I have 43% done. I played this on console, that's why my progress is so low. Okay, it downloaded my save that by the way, you need to open the legacy version, upload the save, and you can download the save here. So keep that in mind. It didn't do it automatically. Yeah, 1650 right now. But let's see if we get good performance. And I get all the achievements that I already had. There it goes. All the achievements that you have are popping back up. Okay. Yeah, without ray tracing, seems to be the same. Although textures seem to be better. Let me push it to the highest. This makes no sense. Yeah, I think the VRAM slider is wrong. So let's push it to the highest. Whatever. At this point, what do I have to lose? Let's go to the highest preset. Very high. And we push everything. Who cares at this point? The only thing that I'm not pushing is the high resolution shadows. And let's put it like that, without the video memory extended. So the settings, yeah, please lower your settings. No! Image changes, yes, I want to apply them. Are you serious? Does it not allow me to change those settings? Wow, thank you, Rockstar. I'll need to do something like in Red Dead 2 then. Fucking... I said ignore... Oh, ignore suggested limits wasn't enabled for some reason. Let me try that again. There it goes. We restart the game again. Yeah, I changed the ignore suggested limits at the beginning, but it didn't save that. Yeah, it can't be installed right now. Exactly. Yeah, loading is faster now, definitely. They are taking advantage of direct storage. What did they change in this update? A lot of things. There's patch notes on Steam. But it's not an update per se, it's a separate executable. So if you have it on the Epic Games Store, my advice is to go into your library and check for the enhanced GTA 5. It's a separate thing. So yeah. You don't have it on your library? Ugh. Well, if you haven't restarted the Epic Games Store, consider doing it. Or do what most people should do. Talk to Epic Games support. Okay, very high. The only thing that I'll lower is the... What was it? High resolution shadows. Just because they are stupidly demanding for just being stupidly high shadows. And that's it. I'm not using the extended draw distance. But we might use it later. Data transfer, open the older game, update your save file, open the new game, download save file. There it goes. I don't remember how it runs originally. So, buzz off. It's funny, I did this so many times already. This thing of grabbing the helicopter. The audio is a bit low though, hang on. Is the audio better now, or is it too loud? Okay. This actually runs similar to the original, as far as I remember. All the details of my PC are in the description. Yeah, the grass is what's going to kill the frame rate, so we're going to need to lower it later, but still. How do I open the cheat menu? Is a tilde key. Hang on, I gotta do what I always do in GTA. It looks a bit better, yeah. So, what was the cheat? Painkiller. That's the first one, so I'm invincible for 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, this is just like on the original, that you drop frames when you're close to explosions. Although the fire looks different, actually. The fire is not the same. I can tell you because I did this so many times. Actually, the biggest difference I would say, apart from that, is that the TAA makes the game look pretty clean, actually. I don't see aliasing. Although textures don't seem to be that different. Yeah, the smoke also is so HD now. Look at the smoke. I'm pretty sure the smoke didn't look anything like this. But there's definitely improvements when it comes to the effects. It's pretty cool. Let me see. Some people started on the consoles shooting the ground, and it chipped off similar to physics. Yeah, it chips off a bit more. So I would say the main improvements so far is the particle effects. It looks like physics, but oh, also the glass. Now there's glass flying out of. I don't remember if this was in the original, actually. Interesting. So unfortunately, ray tracing is not available on this GPU. So yeah, seems to be a hardware solution, I guess. Let me see how it looks with FSR. I'm super curious. So we go to frame scaling. You know what, guys? Today I'm going to be at the left side of the screen. Sorry if that breaks your brain, but I need to do it. Because otherwise I cannot show you the settings properly. So frame scaling, FSR 3. Oh, there's native AA. Okay. Let's do quality. FSR quality. Hold up. There it goes. FSR 3 quality. Okay. Yeah, I can see some chunkiness actually. Although it looks cleaner than most FSR 3 implementations. But again, this is if you want to use the highest settings, which I don't think is necessary, honestly. But the effects look a lot better. Reflections look much better too. Let me check that. There's buildings all the way here. I think the roads look a bit different. Not entirely sure, really. The shadows do look... Actually, the shadows look a bit similar to the PC SS shadows from Nvidia that are in the original. And the reflections on the buildings seem to be cube maps. Oh, I know how to test the reflections. Let's put rain. Yeah, maybe the textures are a bit over-sharpened, actually. Yeah, I agree. Though FSR 3 doesn't look amazing in motion. It looks okay. The road lines look a bit aliased. But it's nice to have the option. What cheat code was I going to type? Oh yeah. Let it rain. Make it rain. Ugh. I have to type it multiple times. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I got run over. Okay. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't played GTA 5 Legacy in a while. Score density on low. No, I'm just destroying NPCs. When the police is chasing you like this and you have 4 stars, there's almost no people. So I did it to myself actually. Let me Skyfall. Oh, by the way, we can fly into a part that has grass. We can see if the performance dies. Yeah, I gotta try GTA Online. Yeah, the loading times are better. But the reflections, I'm not entirely sure. By the way, this is after rain took over. No screen space reflections. Yeah, these are cube maps. Yeah, let's switch characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 seconds. That's pretty fast. Let's see, Trevor. Yeah, it's pretty damn quick.
You look so peaceful sleeping.
It's hilarious.
No, okay, alright.
Also, by the way, this reflection was already there. It's a planar reflection. That's why you can have mirrors. So this is not ray tracing. Let's not look at that. The side. Let's go back to Michael. About the same as before? No, actually, I think it's a bit faster. Although here with the grass. So before going online, yeah, it still drops when there's a lot of grass. So let's do a few changes. So most of the stuff is the same when it comes to the settings. What I recommend doing for a small improvement in performance is high shaders. Textures, keep them on the highest, doesn't seem to matter. Particles, I think ultra is fine. I don't know if this destroys the new particles. Tessellation, normal is fine. Water, high is fine. Grass, this is important. Lighting, high. Reflections, high. Actually, ultra, whatever. Shadows, high. Softer shadows, long shadows, sure. Post effects, if you care about motion blur and depth of field, keep that on the highest, but whatever. SSDO. And extended view distance scaling is probably going to put us CPU bound, but we're going to put it on the highest just because. And this is probably going to require a restart, or we're good. Now we're good. So now, as you can see, performance is much better. Do you have frame gen? Unfortunately not. No frame gen. And this still looks good. I lowered the grass just for performance reasons. But FSR 3, when you move the camera, you can see the let me show you, it's easier to show you. So when you're standing still, it's fine, but you move the camera and you start seeing those more obvious, so if you look at Michael moving, it has aliased edges. Once you start moving the camera, you can see the aliasing popping up. The chunkiness, better said. So yeah. Let's try native AA with FSR3. We should have GPU power to do so. I mean, come on. Okay, this looks much better now. So on native resolution FSR3, it looks a lot cleaner. Although, I think we're dropping like this because of the draw distance, the stupid extended draw distance that I put. Whoa. Let's lower that. Okay, that helps. So this is high settings, no RT, FSR3 native. But the main difference I would say is the particles and ray tracing. The rest looks basically the same to me at first glance. Alright. Does it have frame gen? Unfortunately not. Does the game do any shader compilation? Before launching the game there is like a loading screen the first time you launch it, like on Red Dead 2. I'm guessing that's shader compilation. So anyway, let's do online super quick. Hopefully the servers are not crashing. Who knows? Monster Hunter Wilds, we'll see later. I'll wait for patches. Okay, my character, really? They didn't... You're about to save this character to an empty slot? Sure. I didn't transfer my character from the online. Okay, I got $4 million. Awesome. I can probably buy an old car in GTA Online. Okay, let's just be... Okay. Let's be a gun runner. Of course, see, they give you $4 million. Just having a bunker... Well, the bunker is actually very spacious. Let's go for the more expensive one. Okay. Private shooting range, yeah, I don't care. Gun locker. 6 weapons. Vehicles. Most of these are embarrassing. Let's go with this one. Weapons. As many as I can. Okay. So it didn't transfer my character, I'm guessing. It doesn't matter, I didn't play much GTA Online. How is the enhanced edition less size? I'm pretty sure they're taking advantage that we have an SSD. So you can decrease the size because you don't need to repeat some of the assets. Let's be a female. Yeah, let's be the most random person possible. Actually, I'm going to randomize it. That's perfect. Name. Juana de Arco. It's showing unpacking on my Steam. Okay, wait for it to unpack. You'll be fine. How can I transfer your character? You go to the game and you'll, in the game part, it's going to allow you to transfer your file. It should. That's my hope. What are you doing? Online. Because online runs worse. I mean, the performance seems to be basically the same. A little bit worse, but nothing unplayable by any means.
A beautiful home in Vinewood just came on the market. It's absolutely divine.
I have no guns. I have nothing.
All over it. You're the first person I called. When can you see it with me? As you know, properties like this go very
Come on, break the window.
That shit crazy. Fuck. No way. Help!
Yeah, it looks like GTA 5. I think the cube maps might be a bit higher resolution, but you have no PCSS shadows, the NVIDIA PCSS shadows no more. Although the shadows now look more like the PCSS shadows to me. But it's still GTA 5 at the end of the day, of course. The biggest difference, I would say, is the particles. Oh, the cars on the radar. My bad.
What the hell?
Duh. Yeah, behind the car there's ghosting actually. I'm guessing that's FSR3. Yeah. So FSR3, I don't think is a good idea. I think we might just keep it with TAA. Okay, TAA, you can control the sharpness. As far as I remember, TAA didn't exist when this came out. Okay, actually it even runs. Sorry guys, I lost my connection for a moment. Absolute dogshit internet. Sharpness, I put it on the highest. Okay, this looks okay now. Yeah, the edges remind me of Red Dead 2, actually. It's not a good thing. But it's nice to have the option. There's my car. Yeah, sorry guys. I lost my connection. What I was saying is that I'd rather use FXAA or TAA with maximum sharpness than FSR3. Runs way better than FSR3. And it doesn't have that, well, it has a bit of ghosting behind the car still, so yeah. The sky looks so white. What? Still no other players because I need to talk to Lamar. Yeah, this is the enhanced one, but before continuing, I think it's time to swap GPUs. If you don't have an RTX card or an AMD card with ray tracing capabilities, I mean, it feels the same at first glance. The only big difference that I found, apart from having upscalers and TAA as an option, you can still use FXAA, is that it's the X12 and it has, well, all the options in the menu together now instead of separate tabs, which is good to see. But the particle effects are significantly better, especially when there's smoke or destruction. Way better particles.
You total fucking idiots.
It's going to be interesting to test it on Steam Deck actually, because the Steam Deck does support RT.
Love the car.
Weapons. There it goes.
Hey, you're supposed to call me.
So let me show you the explosions.
Check it out. You got a balance, man.
If you look at smoke and fire, those are different now. I think it's pretty obvious. Whoa, Jesus. But other than that, not much to say really. No frame gen, yeah. For some of you it might be a disappointment. To me, I don't really care, but it's good to have options. So it would have been nice to have it. Because I don't see any frame gen. But again, feels like the original. If you're not using ray tracing. So yeah, if you have a 1650, put it on high settings and enjoy. Alta 4. Yeah, we're going to try ray tracing. This is what I care about the most, actually. Will work on 1050 Ti. Yeah, but you don't have ray tracing. Okay. Come on, shut down. Come on, Windows. I'm not asking for much. Okay, an RT card incoming. Whoa, the sun is hitting directly on my webcam. Look at this. Okay, 3060, which is the recommended requirement. Let's see. Yeah, the lens flare was insane. Yeah, EVGA. Rusting pepperonis. You cry, you can't touch like that my GPU. What do you mean? There's no problem. Yeah, EVGA. That's what I'm talking about. It's the GOAT. The GOAT. Okay, it's reloading those shaders, those. Hang on. Reloading those drivers. Are we in? Yes, we are. Yeah, ray tracing time. This is the driver I'm using. GTA 5 enhanced. The FSR look better than ULTRA RT DLAA. Actually, FSR, I don't like how it looks on this one. If you're using it for upscaling, it doesn't look good. Has a lot of chunkiness when moving the camera. You can see like aliasing, very obvious. Less obvious than other games, but I don't like how it looks. Then when it comes to native AA, so FSR3 as anti-aliasing, it has ghosting behind the car as an example. So I rather you use FXAA like the other game or TAA with sharpness cranked up so far. But the ghosting is there on FSR3, definitely. Yeah, FSR4 better be the best thing in the world. Otherwise they're screwed. Yeah, TAA is also, it also has ghosting, but it runs better. And apart from running better, it looks better in motion than FSR, at least here. But you can always turn it off, at least on this game. That's what I'm saying, just less ghosting. But still, ghosting is there. FSR4 is only for 90 for the new cards only. Oof. Well, DLSS versus FSR 4. Yeah, the 1050 can run the new version for sure. As long as you don't enable ray tracing, You're not going to see it. Okay, graphics. Let's go back to 1080p, please. I wonder if enabling ray tracing requires a restart. If that's the case, oh, dude. By the way, I'm going to go for ray tracing right away. Yeah, I mean the graphics preset is already on high ray tracing. You have very high preset, high ray tracing, high. Let's see, we have so many options for ray tracing. Thank you. Ray trace shadows, there's off, high, very high, and ultra. Usually don't care about ray trace shadows. This is on the console version. Ray trace reflections, this is also on the console version, but only at 30 FPS. Let's start with high on that. Global illumination, this is not on the console. Same with ambient occlusion, ray trace, not on consoles. Ray tracing scene VVH quality. So this is a big limitation on the consoles actually. There's only high and very high. This is how much geometry is in the reflection. So here is when you're going to notice a difference. Okay, I applied the changes and didn't ask me for a restart. So I'm keeping it on the settings that the game puts by itself. I'm just disabling post effects because I don't care about motion blur. So yeah, we should be good. We have GTA RTX before GTA 6. Okay. No VSync. Alright. So high RT with very high. Actually, let's be consistent. Let's keep it on high when it comes to ray tracing. And let's resume. Yeah, this is official from Rockstar. I'm also going to use DLAA probably for this. Moment of truth, hell yeah. Okay, Mr. Franklin. Yep, there it goes. The ray tracing works. Look at me. Am I using upscaling? I don't think so. I think this is native. Yeah, this is native resolution. That's good news. Let's use DLAA. Hopefully it looks good. At native, yeah. Imagine that. Yeah, there I am. Although the background, as you can see, is still a cube map, so very, very close when it comes to the ray tracing. Does it include water? Also, we have global illumination going on. But let's put it on the highest then. Yeah, I mean, the main upgrade is definitely the particles, and that there is ray tracing. Let's put it on stupidly high ray tracing option. The ray tracing scene VVH quality, for some reason, only goes to very high, but whatever. ULTRA RT. Okay, it has more geometry now in the reflection. So let me swap characters. Before swapping characters, let's go somewhere. Yeah, there we go. That's reflected as well on glass. Although it's way more demanding, but that's okay, whatever. Buzz off. Yeah, GTA Enhanced is released. I see some ghosts in the reflections, but again, it's ray tracing. Okay, I can already see it actually in the shadows. The further away the shadows are from the ground, the more soft they are. So for some of you guys that might look worse, but we're used to games having sharp shadows. So while more accurate doesn't always mean better. But the ray tracing is performing better than I expected. I expected it to drop harder. There we go. Yeah, you can see it here. Yeah, the draw distance of the reflection is pretty damn good, actually. Let me see what happens if I put the BBH quality lower. Let's see if it matches the consoles. Because that's an issue with the consoles. I don't know, like 10 meters away there was a reflection, otherwise it was a cube map. Doesn't seem to be related to BBH though. Let's see what happens if I put it on high, which is the lowest setting for ray tracing. Okay, so the high RT preset, as you can see on the high RT preset, there's a lot of missing. It's a mix of ray tracing. It's a mix of ray tracing with cube maps. So the reflection cuts off at the distance where that car is. And behind it, there's a cube map baked in, which is a normal reflection, quote unquote, the reflection that we're used to. So on consoles, it drops out at that distance, even worse, I would say. But it runs at 30 FPS on consoles with that setting on ray tracing, and it doesn't even have global illumination. But if I put it on the highest setting, the reflection is way better, but way better. So the draw distance in the reflection increases significantly on the PC version. But again, the differences are with the global illumination, first of all, that again, I'm so used to looking at GTA 5 that I'm not entirely sure how much. Actually, wait a moment. This smaller objects now cast shadows, I think. So if I look at this wall, I'm nitpicking, by the way. If I look at this wall and I disable the global illumination, okay, yeah, I can see what they did there. It's very subtle, very, very subtle. I'll show you a screenshot, because otherwise it's probably hard to tell. But it's pretty subtle, definitely subtle. So screenshot source, pause the game. And we add global illumination. And screenshot source. iCat. By the way, I'm going to do a comparison. So one sec. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Okay. So now you actually have shading directly from the sun. So the sun hits the what's the name of this? hits the wall, and the color, it casts shadows. The light that comes from the sun hits a wall, it bounces and produces shadows from smaller objects. And the color of the surface that was hit by the light is also there. So you have extra shadows for smaller objects as well with global illumination. This is not present on the consoles, but look at the performance difference. Is it worth it? I have no idea. It's all up to you. I think it looks cool, but it's pretty subtle. So yeah, it's cool to have it though. I like that. So as you can see, the sun hits this wall, and now we have the actual correct color. Yeah, ambient occlusion, I can also disable it actually, but personally, again, here, let's go next to the reflection, and I'll tell you what I think. First of all, I love that the draw distance of the reflection is significantly better than on the consoles. On the consoles it was very, very short. So 78 FPS with this setting, but if we lower the global illumination to high, ambient occlusion to high, usually not very obvious. The ray trace shadows, we can put them on very high or high. You get a performance boost, like 10 frames more.
I'll see you at the gym.
There will be less rays bouncing on the ground, but you have that correct quote-unquote shading. And that's basically it. Oh yeah, let's check out how DLSS looks like. I'm interested. In motion, actually this is DLAA, it looks great. I'll use the transformer model though, because there is still aliasing.
What do you mean? You can't do that. Jesus.
So this is with DLAA.
It's your loss. You suck.
It's not perfect, but it looks way better than FSR3, which is no news.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Oh yeah, I forgot the grass. Hold up, let's go to the grass first. But before that, let me update what I was typing. So this is ULTRA RT reflections, high RT GI. And that should do. Let me see the rest of the settings just in case. This should be at 16 times. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, faster loading too. Let me see if Michael is closer to grass.
What's happening?
Buzz off. Not here. Yeah, also the reflections are grainy, but the car now has ray tracing. So again, necessary? No. Looks pretty cool, yeah, but it's just it still looks like GTA 5, obviously. Again, this is nice, but it was obviously still going to be GTA 5. Come on, man. Let me spawn the helicopter. Yeah, personally, I'm not a fan of the ray trace shadows, just because I mean, they look more correct, but I'm used to games just having very sharp shadows. While these are more physically correct, they are a bit too soft. And again, I'm used to games looking more gamey, which means that the shadows will cover better when it comes to smaller objects. But at the same time, I'm more used to seeing shadows being sharper. So yeah. I tried it without ray tracing. I already did it. There's nothing to say. It looks like GTA 5 with better particle effects. So without the ray tracing, you'll notice even less of a difference. There we go, grass. I remember going here all the way back then. I'm not sure if I maxed out grass though. I usually lower that. Grass. Yeah, it's very high. Let's put it on ultra. Why not? Yeah, the grass doesn't matter. It's okay. This become more intensive on the CPU? Probably. I haven't played this in a while. And it uses 6 gigs of VRAM with the ray tracing. I want to see how DLSS looks though. Oh, and I forgot the rain, of course. The rain also makes reflections on the ground. Let's see how DLSS quality looks like, and we're going to change it for DLSS 4, obviously. Okay, DLSS quality. And is it capped at 120? It should be unlocked. $105 off. That's weird. I don't think that's expected behavior. Yeah, it doesn't look great with DLSS quality actually. You can probably notice that, right? Not convinced. No, this is DLSS 3. We're going to... Yeah, it doesn't look great. DLSS on this one. It's the same as Red Dead 2 situation. In that regard. When it comes to the upscalers. But the ray tracing does work when it rains, which is good. Yeah, preset K. Yeah, that's now on the NVIDIA app, actually. We're going to be using that. Give me 1 sec. I want to go to downtown just to see how it looks on the rain reflections. Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, that 120 FPS cap has to go, definitely. Although now I'm CPU bound, so definitely ray tracing uses more CPU. That's my guess. Yeah, night will be interesting too. Is there a cheat to be on nighttime? I know there is one for weather, but for nighttime, I do not remember. There it goes. Yeah, so now there is ray trace reflections even on rain. Although there's still cube maps, I can notice them. If it's a long distance... Oh yeah. Again, details. Yeah, the minimap looks horrible as well. What the hell? How I noticed that? So with upscaling, look at my map. Hang on, let me disable upscaling for a sec. Let's put it on DLAA. What the hell is up with that map? Anyway. So before I try online... Yeah, if it looks like this, imagine GTA 6, I agree. But again... It's ray tracing. But it's ray tracing with global illumination, ray trace shadows, and ambient occlusion. But you can also have way better range when it comes to the ray trace reflections. If you play this on PS5 or Series X, the reflections on glass have very, very low draw distance. So yeah, that's cool, but it's details, as always. Anyway, let's do DLSS 4. So to change the DLSS model to the newest one, you either need DLSS swapper, which is a third-party file, or you could use the NVIDIA app, the official one. Now you can use preset, the newest preset. Sometimes I don't know why it doesn't show. It doesn't show the game that I want to play. Let's go for GTA 5. Steam apps, common, Grand Theft Auto 5 enhanced. I guess it is this one. No, it's not this one. Maybe it's you. Nope. Maybe it's launched Play GTA 5. Maybe I'm missing something. Hold up. DLSS swapper. Let's see. It's in... Yeah, it's here. It shouldn't be an issue. What the hell, NVIDIA? DirectX storage. Yeah, the DLSS file is right here. What the hell? NVIDIA app. The NVIDIA app, man. Let's do a full scan. There we go. GTA 5. No, this is the older GTA 5. Come on, man. What the hell? Yeah, it's not detecting DLSS. So, yeah, the NVIDIA app leaves a lot to be desired. I'm going to use DLSS swapper. You can find it on GitHub. So, DLSS swapper. It will scan for all your DLSS stuff. So here it goes. Use the latest one. Then when it comes to FSR3, is version 1? I'm going to swap it right away. What the hell, man? No wonder it looks so bad with FSR. Okay. So we swapped to the latest DLSS version. Transformer model. Yeah, FSR1 is also available, but I wouldn't use it personally. But up to you. Yeah, it's a free update. I'm happy that it's a free update, because if you played this on consoles, you had to pay full price. So yeah. What does DLSS swapper do? It changes the DLL file for DLSS to a newer version, so it uses the newest model for it. So it looks better. It's a different DLSS version. I don't know. I don't know how mods work on this one, so apologies. I have no idea. I think nobody knows until they try it. No, if you're playing on the older version, you cannot play. People on the older version cannot play with people on the new version. The older version it's separate. So if you're playing online, you need to be on the same version if you want to play with people on the older version. Yeah, we're going to try online. Let me first finish my research, and we're going to be doing it. Oh, okay. It looks way better. Yeah. Okay, DLAA. Let's put it on quality. And I'll put everything on ultra because you guys asked me to. That's okay. Post effects on ultra, but I'm not using motion blur or depth of field. I'm sorry, but I'm not a fan of that. Okay. So quality DLSS transformer model. Let's zoom in so you guys can see it with me. The map is still has a lot of jaggies. Yeah, the ghosting is way better. Although, yeah, stuff into the distance like this still doesn't look great. I mean, it's way better than before, but it still does have issues. This actually reminds me of Red Dead 2 when it comes to DLSS. Yeah, this is a transformer model. So yeah. Anyway, still I think it looks okay considering it's 1080p. But hey, anyway, an FSR is probably now better looking than before. Sorry that I hit the mic. Hopefully it didn't crash. Okay, still, yeah, no, it still has issues. Yeah, definitely FSR 3 still looks pretty bad. Especially around your main character's head. It's very chunky still. Let me show you. One more thing. Yeah, DLSS looks way better. But again, it's not perfect. Alright, so 1080p, non-issue. What I'm going to do now actually is 1440p. So 1440, We're going to use quality DLSS because we can do it. And okay, let's take a look at each setting very quickly. So 1440p. Ray tracing, let's put it on the highest. Whatever, we should be fine. Okay, this is on the highest. This for some reason was not on the highest. High resolution shadows really, I mean, we have the ray trace shadows. Shadow distance, 50%. And the extended distance scaling wasn't great on the CPU, so I'll keep it like this. And the advanced options now are merged into graphics, which is good. Finally, we have it on the same menu. Okay, that wrecked the performance. It's probably the global illumination. Yeah, I'm going to do a mix. Yeah, the global illumination wrecks the performance, but that's expected. So yeah, what I'm keeping on the highest actually is the reflections. That's the biggest noticeable difference. And the performance is way better than using the other ones. Yeah, I'm going to try at night. Let's die very quickly.
Something don't feel too good.
What up? No, 5M is separate. 5M is actually the legacy version. So to not break 5M, Rockstar allows us to keep playing the previous one. Okay, nighttime. Oh, let's add rain. So this was... make it rain.
Holy hell! Hey, slow person! Can we get moving, please? You bastard! Holy shit!
Overcast, no.
What does it
There we go,
take
rain.
to get you moving? Get off that ride, home. Shit. Jesus Christ, no!
Yeah, the reflections on the ground actually have some graininess to them. That's probably the upscaler.
Hey, my whip!
But it does work. It's pretty damn good actually. I do like those reflections though. That's pretty cool. But there's grain to them. I'm pretty sure this is the upscaler. Very quickly, let's check if that's the case. On consoles, we had the same issue, by the way. Okay. Without upscaling, it's actually better when it comes to the reflections. It makes sense. It's more rays on screen. Yeah, I think I'm just keeping those shadows and that ambient and that global illumination. And that's it. Yeah, it looks way better than modding ray tracing. This is a native solution. But the upscaling does make the reflections more distracting. Let's go online. It's a lot of rays, yeah. Will you test Rise of the Ronin? Of course. No, the NVIDIA app, I don't know why, but I cannot find... It doesn't find the game for some reason. If you guys can help me on that. I know I have to use NVIDIA Inspector, but still. So why is the NVIDIA app not showing up the GTA 5 enhanced? Todo bien, Gonzalo, ¿y vos? GTA enhanced quits automatically when you start it. Rockstar support. I think the servers are starting to get jammed. I mean, it's day one at the end of the day, right? Bueno, gracias, Joaquín. Bien, ¿y vos? Sí, español es mi idioma nativo. Soy de Uruguay. FrameGen? No, no FrameGen. Yeah, the NVIDIA app. On the NVIDIA app, it didn't even show up. I tried adding the executable manually, and the NVIDIA app didn't care. DLAA? Yeah, there's DLAA. I think the servers are toast, guys. Everybody, let's see how many people are playing GTA. Probably 1 million people. Let me see. Yeah, over 100,000 people are playing the game. You need to write using direct storage. I mean, if you have direct storage, it's probably going to be faster, but you don't need it, as far as I know. They say you require an SSD, which I don't know if that's true, but I don't have a hard drive connected to this computer. All the specs are in the description, by the way. You couldn't migrate your online character. Me neither. I haven't done it. I think you have to manually do it in the older version, actually. But I think the online is toast at the moment. No MSAA. Unfortunately, that's not here. Probably because they jumped to newer technology. So yeah, now it's soft if you use CAA or upscaling. Come on, GTA Online, you got this. Loading screen simulator. Yeah, I hope it doesn't kick me out. I still remember when GTA Online came out on the PS3. It was able to make my character, but then it crashed a million times. There we go, finally. Thank God. So I couldn't migrate my character yet. Not sure if I have to do something different.
Hey there. Hi. What's good, shorty?
Do I have reflections? Probably yes.
Oh, you about to get dealt with right now.
Okay, this is not glass. Hold up. A model makes load times quicker. I think there was, but Rockstar implemented it natively. There we go. Yep. There's the ray tracing. Can you give me my car, please? Yeah, great. I had a character, but I... yeah. It didn't translate. Yeah, also the mirrors are not ray traced, I think. The sky doesn't have anything, but it's clear weather.
Come on.
Hold up, let me get to Davis so I can at least continue a little bit to meet people on the servers. Because otherwise it's like playing single player. But 1440p looks great. Okay. Okay. I need to try this on my Steam Deck actually. Yeah, we're doing 4060, don't worry. You know what? To expedite the 4060 stuff, let's do 4K so we can speed things up. At 1440p, you can do ray tracing like this. And you should be good. I would honestly, if you don't care about level illumination and shadows, turn those off. Same with the ambient occlusion. It does have, the smaller objects have shadows, there is indirect lighting, but it's pretty subtle. It's pretty subtle. I will just keep the ray trace reflections personally, because you get a performance boost. But you can do a mix of all these with quality DLSS, or you can disable DLSS or use DLAA instead, and only keeping the reflections for best performance. Then when it comes to the settings, basically the highest, you can lower some of these if you want to, but yeah. Let's do 4K, so we expedite. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And with 4K, we're obviously going to disable global illumination. It doesn't really matter to me. Oh, although we can use DLSS performance, but it doesn't fix it. Global illumination, we don't care. Shadows and ambient occlusion, they can go. And we put very high ray trace reflections. Actually, that's a little bit too much for the GPU still, funnily enough. I'll lower the classic options. The grass and the shadow. Okay, we're slowly getting there. Post effects, who cares? There we go. Alright. So. 4K. Ultra RT reflections. DLSS performance. And what am I missing? Oh yeah. Yeah, there it goes. GG. RTGA. I already did it. I'm not doing it at 4K. But at 4K, the ray tracing, obviously, as you increase the resolution, the ray tracing becomes way more demanding because there's more rays being used. Basically, they shoot more rays. Although the shadows on soft look terrible, honestly. When it comes to draw distance, I mean. Much better. Yep. There it goes. Does the new version work on 5M? I don't think so. Yeah, the textures look a little bit better, but I'm not sure which ones, because some on the street don't look fantastic. But again, it's a PS3 era game at its heart. Let me... There it goes. What I notice the most is the particles outside of ray tracing. Really, it won't explode? Okay, fine. Let's leave the area. Yeah, even without ray tracing, it's probably going to run worse than the original. So, with the better effects, especially, and it uses small VRAM, even without ray tracing. But remember that the game jumped to DX12. So DX12, if you have an older card, well, if it's not 100% compatible with DX12, and by 100% I mean on a hardware level, then you're probably going to see way worse performance. Let me get to the bunker super quick, and we're swapping GPUs. But probably the online is getting destroyed right now. Those servers, God have mercy on those servers. Corsair, I've already been there. And I'm playing at 4K at the end of the day. So the ray tracing gets exponentially more demanding with resolution. But it's still GTA 5. Bunker, bunker, bunker. Yeah, guys, it's a free update. It's a separate executable, so if it doesn't show up on your library, restart Steam. If you have the Epic Games Store, do the same. But I heard a lot of people didn't get it on their library, so keep that in mind. It might be a bug on certain people's accounts. I'm pretty sure they're going to fix it eventually. Hopefully today, because it's the release date. DLSS? Yes. That's why I call it on the thumbnail. I called it RT updates because yeah, there's better particle effects, all that. But the most noticeable change is the ray tracing, without a doubt. It feels the same, but with ray tracing. Feels. That's the key word. It also has upscaling and TAA, which the original game didn't have. So there's less aliasing, but the game looks softer, so...
Hey! You
Okay.
must be,
So we can actually test the online, because the online is more demanding, but there has to be players, otherwise...
Money. We're selling this silly old place. Not that it's ever been used for anything.
And it says initializing now.
Of course it wasn't.
To make it your
Routine
account, go to the
business
boss menu.
that needs
Oh yeah, yeah,
order.
but you need to go back to the legacy GTA to
Anyway, we're just
export
moving
your
to somewhere
character.
else. equally.
No, the 4060 is coming right up. I wanted to just get my online set up with a fresh new character. Because my older character, I have it since the PS3 era, but I didn't do much with it. And they give you like 6 million and a bunker when you start.
It's perfect. Yeah. Excuse me. Hello.
You need to pay for the enhanced edition on
No, we've
the
destroyed
Epic
everything.
Game Store. On mine, it showed right away. I didn't have to do anything.
What are you talking about? Do it.
Sí, es desde el común, Joaquín.
Do it. What are you, a fucking fortune?
Guys, I'm going to try and migrate my character at the end of the stream just to see if it works. I have both GTAs installed.
How would you like to make some money? Good money, you know?
So yeah.
There's no money in hog roast, but there is in this work. Hey, stop destroying things.
I hate when I cannot skip things.
Let's go for a little ride, shall we?
There are some issues when you go above 188. Is that still a thing? The game is capped to 120, so I'm not sure what's going on.
Ample room for parking.
They said, oh yeah, high frame rate support, but it's capped to 120, so what's the point?
Anyway, we're on a strict schedule. And this is your shooting range for target practice, team bonding. I can't hear myself think. Hey!
What do you mean you don't have to go to Legacy GTA 5? To transfer my file, I had to do that. I had to go to
You get the point.
to Legacy GTA 5, go to game, go to upload save file for migration. It uploads it to the Rockstar thing, and then you go to the the enhanced edition, and it'll ask you, hey, you want to download your save? That's basically it.
Not gonna miss these corridors. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's only for story mode? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, servers are separate from the old
Here
version.
we are, the heart of the place. Research and manufacturing. You want to make real money? Dirty little
What is
shit.
that bottle? It's not a bottle.
Arms. Log into the network, request a resupply, and bring the
Oh my
hardware back
god,
here.
please
Take it
initialize.
apart. Cook up new, exciting ways of terminating people. Or just get
No,
them
you don't
to
need to
existing
rebuy
designs.
anything. It's a free
Then
update.
you sell your weaponry to state-sanctioned actors on the global stage, make a tidy profit, and do the country proud. I got medals for this, I promise you. Come look at this. Hustle, people! We need this out of here 5 minutes ago. You run a good operation,
Sí,
you blow the
Salus.
whole place up. Enough arms to affect regime
No estoy
change
seguro,
in two-thirds of the
Toeru.
world's
Veremos.
democracies.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you lose all your progress from your previous online. If that's the case, that's BS. But hey, what can you do?
Ugh, Jesus. Gotta get out of here. We're bombing someone tomorrow. I mean, I don't know what I mean. Doesn't matter. It's been wonderful. Remember, we never met. You never saw me. I don't know you, and anything you think I said, I didn't say, and you were delusional. Remember that. I'll be in touch. You're a hero.
Okay, can I finally go? Oh my god. Does it have FSR? Yes, it does. It's an older version, but it's there. Name your organization. Alt M. Name an organization. Yeah, no, not using the shooting range. It's FSR 3.0 actually. You can update it to 3.1 through DLL, but by default it's 3.0. No,
Welcome
no
to
frame gen.
Disruption Logistics, your #1 armament redistribution.
Yeah, the only PC exclusive stuff is the global illumination and the ray
If you want to
traced
get moving, though, you'll need
ambient
to start with
occlusion.
some setup work. There's a dune loader carrying the
Okay, I'm doing this later. Anyway, let me try and transfer my older account. Before that though, let's swap GPUs. Otherwise we'll be here all day. Yeah, 4060. No, you don't need to uninstall the legacy GTA 5 to get this one to work. It's a separate thing on your library. Okay. It loaded the driver, awesome. And let's launch the legacy GTA 5 and try to, in the online, export my old character. I did this for the single player, but not for the online. What is your worst gear? What do you mean worst gear? Oh, worst fear. That's a good question. Probably doing those, you probably guys saw this in the past. Those people that go caving, that they get into very small caves, and they have to squeeze through them. Well, getting trapped in one of those. But I'm not going to go into a cave and do that, so I should be okay. That would be my fear, to get stuck there. Cave divers, yeah. Other than that, I'm good. No. Sí, Irwin, perdón. Yeah, guys, it's a completely separate thing. It's not an update, but it's the same game at the end of the day. But let me see if I can transfer my character. Can you delete your GTA legacy after installing Enhanced? Yeah, of course. I mean, I will just unpad legacy to transfer your save file from the single player. Not sure if it applies to online though. That's what I'm trying to find out. GTA 5 for PS6 version? That's probably going to happen. But that's okay. I just want GTA 6. Can't you do it from Social Club? It didn't. I couldn't find the option. But I'm going to try with the legacy version like I did with the single player. The story mode progression, there's a Rockstar has a guide. Google it. How much difference in graphics without RT? Mostly, I would say what I noticed the most was the particle quality for the cars. Had way better smoke and fire. Yeah, it's all real time. Okay, so I'm in the legacy one. Let me see if I can transfer my character. You don't have to buy anything. Guys, if you have issues with the game not showing up, reload your library, first of all. And second of all, if that doesn't work, I'll wait, because that's maybe a bug somewhere. That's my guess. And also, if that's still happening, contact support. You must finish the I already did that! This is the old GTA, by the way. Of course, I already have the product done. I hate bugs like that. Yeah, the Epic one is broken. Well, I mean, on Epic, it was given away for free a while back, so I understand. The Rockstar launcher straight up says you don't own the enhanced edition. Man, they had one job. One freaking job. Si instalas el Legacy puedes transferir tu progreso, David. Así que te recomiendo que hagas eso primero. No sé ni en online, estoy probando. And if the GPU usage is very low, I recommend you decrease the draw distance, the extended draw distance. But the game is capped to 120. But let me see if I can transfer my very old character. New session options. Swap character. I'm not seeing it, guys. Okay. So you can transfer your save file for single player, but on multiplayer, I'm not seeing it. Anyway, I'll show you very quickly.
Muy buenas.
What I do for the single player. So for the single player, what I did, I followed Rockstar's instructions. I paused the game, I went into game, upload save game, and you can grab your single player saves and transfer them over. That's basically it. And thank you so much, Spencer Walker, for the $6.66 US donation. He says, it's 6 AM here in Vegas. It's 11 AM here in Uruguay. So yeah, this is how to upload it, but I'm not seeing that for online. So I'm confused. The performance so far is better than I expected with ray tracing, but I mean, it's a pretty subtle improvement. If you like nice reflections, that's about it, I would say. There's also better particles, better shading, better shadows, better ambient occlusion with ray tracing. But the performance hit is there. But if you can do it, there's no reason not to, in my opinion. Are you using audio interface with your microphone? No, it's actually just a USB mic. ULTRA RT and DLAA. You can go back to Legacy Online. Legacy Online does work, but I don't know if you can transfer your character. I was unable to do so at the moment. It prompted me to make a new one. And thank you so much, Jao004, for the 1 reais donation. Brazilian reais! Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'm freaking broken Epic Games Store. Why does GTA 5 Legacy crash when you enter story mode? I don't know. Okay, let me check if I can... Hold up. Full screen. I'll do 1080p very quickly, but I think we're more than fine without it. We can do higher resolutions than that. And I'm going to give you my thoughts at the end. Let's do ULTRA RT. Accepting GI. DLAA. This is 16 times. High shadows is okay. We're ray tracing them. Most effects, I'm sorry, but I'll keep it on high. Sorry, normal. I'm not using motion blur or anything like that, so that helps us with performance, believe it or not. And there it goes. We're going to join online later, I guess. Yeah, it's available for Epic Games, but it seems to be bugged at the moment. Classic Epic. They had one job. Okay. Again, just to show you very quickly, the biggest update apart from that is the reflections. The reflections is the most obvious update when it comes to graphics. The shadows are also noticeable, but you need to look closer. And when it comes to global illumination, I can see the global illumination, the indirect lighting, and the lighting, the shadows being cast by smaller objects, but that's more of a subtle improvement. The most noticeable improvement, apart from particles, is the ray tracing. The reflections, better said. They have way better range than in the consoles. Yeah, apparently on the Epic Games Store, people are having issues launching the game. That sucks. Epic had one job. Can you check reflections in mirrors? In mirrors, it's the same technique as before. It's planar reflections. So mirrors are not benefiting from ray tracing. Mirrors are the same as before. Yeah, and the current mirrors still use cube maps, which is hilarious in my opinion. That they didn't put ray tracing on the mirrors. That's stupid.
He could not pay me enough to touch it.
Tried to migrate but said not available at this time. It's probably full of people migrating the account.
Girl, I'm a winner, you see?
But again, the biggest upgrade is this. And well, and when it rains, let me put some rain. Before putting the rain, so the second biggest improvement apart from the ray tracing is the effects for the smoke and the fire. The smoke looks way better. I'm I'm pretty sure you guys can notice that. Nope, no frame gen. Funnily enough. Yeah, Red Dead 1 has frame gen, but this one doesn't have it for some reason. And again, this update on the consoles, on PS5, Series S and Series X, came out 3 years ago. So they had plenty of time to do it correctly. Another thing that I noticed is that particles for glass. Not sure if this was here before. And with the ground. Anyway. Painkiller. Is the enhanced out already? Yep. No, it does look, at first glance, it does look the same. It's the same game at the end of the day, but it has now ray traced lighting, indirect lighting, which is pretty subtle. But now smaller objects have shadows to them. Same with the ambient occlusion. And the reflections are now ray traced. And well, better particles, as I said. Although this glass doesn't have a reflection, so they did the very minimum. Yeah, here I do have a reflection. But again, it's mostly... This is the most obvious change. So the one that you're going to notice the most is this, and the shadows have way better draw distance. Anyway, let's do 1440p. Can VSync cause 120 FPS cap? VSync is off, so it shouldn't. I disabled it before. I'm still locked to 120. So I don't know what Rockstar is doing there. And we're using DLSS quality. You know what? Let's keep DLAA. Why bother? It's so easy to run at this point. There it goes. $1440p. So again, the biggest change is this. Oh, yeah, rain. Make it rain. There it goes. What is DLAA? Is DLSS at native resolution used as anti-aliasing. And as you can probably notice, those ray trace reflections include rain. So yeah, this is the most noticeable change, I would say. Yeah, DLSS or native resolution. So yeah, that's the biggest change. Yeah, I can make it night, I think. Let me see. No, there's no cheats to be at night. So let's just explode a car next to me until it's nighttime. Yeah, sleep, but I need to go to my house. It's easier to just die and respawn. Don't do that in real life though. Yeah, director's mode is another option, but I'd rather do it like this. Oh, in director mode, does it actually keep the game at nighttime after doing that? I thought it was only for director mode. Okay, I can lock the time. Gotcha. Yeah, the reflections on the cars are like that. Weather, rain, invincibility, yes. Super jump, sure. Time of day, midnight. Can you check if there is MSIA? There's no MSIA. There it goes. Yeah, at nighttime, it looks pretty. Definitely. Yeah, this is my first time using director's mode, actually. I never used it before. It's funny though, because transparencies are not reflected, only the car. But hey, it works. Although there's some flickering here and there. And the reflections obviously look grainy, but we need more rays. Yeah, it's a good testing tool actually. Because you can start with a full wanted 5-star thing. That's pretty cool. There we go. So yeah, it does work. Let's do 4K now. 1440p. A cakewalk for this card, even with ray tracing. Okay, 4K. And the settings. Let me see how it looks like on native. Oof, yeah. Into the 40s, but looks sharp AF. And the reflections don't look as grainy, which makes sense. Way more... hang on, my brain is starting to destroy itself. As I was saying, way more rays because of the higher resolution. I put it on balanced. There it goes. Epic is the only proper store on PC. Yeah, right. No tengo idea del Monty. OBS Atmos, I haven't tried it actually because, well, on my capture card, that's not supported. I'm connected to my streaming PC that is not running the game. But if it worked on the consoles, it should be fine on PC. Yeah, GI is off, sorry, I forgot to update my text. At 4K, I think you should just focus on, at least on this card, just focus on the reflections. Again, most obvious change, and at 4K, yeah, you need to download the entire thing. Yeah, that sucks, but it's a one-time thing. I'm just unsure if I can recover my character from GTA Online. I could transfer my save file for the single player, but on the multiplayer it told me to make a new character. Not sure if it's a bug. There we go. Yeah, FSR3 but no frame gen. Anyway, let's try online and see if I can recover my character somehow. No, I don't have... Yeah, I have an AIO for the CPU. For the GPU, I have air cooling, but it's an open test bench. But again, reflections, that's the most noticeable change. With upscaling, they look pretty grainy as I move around. Same happened on the consoles, actually. But before I jump into the online, I'll show you something. You need to open GTA Online from the menu. Gotcha. Hold up. Before trying that, let me finish talking about what this is. So, first thing, what's the difference from this to the PS5 version, as an example? Well, the PS5 version, to have ray-traced reflections, you need to use the fidelity mode, that is 30 FPS. So to get this on PS5, you need 30 FPS, unfortunately. Then when it comes to how does it look on the consoles, it's actually the high preset for reflections and shadows, with the rest basically turned off when it comes to ray tracing. And as you can see, the high ray tracing option has a very, very low level of detail. The draw distance of the reflection is pretty low. So you can see your own reflection, but as soon as you get like 10 meters away, you get a cube map. And that looks horrible, at least in my opinion. So yeah, on the console you get this and 30 FPS. GG. It's hilarious. Then, if you're playing on the highest ray tracing option, you get a huge upgrade when it comes to the reflections. Because now, as you can see, the reflection goes even up to the building behind me. You also get global illumination, which makes smaller objects, well, indirect lighting, first of all. So now smaller objects will have correct shadows, same with the ambient occlusion. It looks more grounded, but let's be honest, the most obvious change is the reflections. And the other change is the particle effects. So these transparencies now look way better. But again, that's the most obvious change, I would say. For the naked eye, if you look at it at first glance, that's what comes up more easily. And then when it comes to the options menu, way better than the original options menu in my opinion. Everything is in the same menu. it's not separated into, oh yeah, advanced options and all that. There is DLSS and FSR3 and FSR1. FSR3 doesn't look particularly amazing. DLSS either. It looks okay. You can also use FXAA, but there's no MSAA as far as I could see. So that sucks, at least in my opinion. So yeah, no MSAA anymore. Then the settings are basically the same as before. My advice is to lower post effects and not use the extended draw distance, and you should be good. So those are the main changes, I would say. Let me go back to upscaled stuff very quickly. And when it comes to ray tracing, personally, if I wanted ray tracing, I'll just stick to reflections and shadows and ignore the GI and the ambient occlusion. They look nice, don't get me wrong, but the performance hit is much bigger, and I'd rather have something that is obvious. You can put them on high as well if you want to, like this. But the reflections, keep all that on ultra. Otherwise, the draw distance of the reflection is not good at all. There it goes. Let's do performance, actually. Okay. And you can transfer your files from the single player, but I'll see if I can do that with the multiplayer now. When you try to open it from Epic Games, says that you don't have the game. I heard lots of that today, so it seems to be a bug at the moment. Yeah, indoors, the global illumination will be more obvious. Thanks. Thanks, Master Predator. Although Digital Foundry does different things, and it's not the same. Mine are more like first impressions and things that, I don't know, the normal person can look like. Try to explain it. Digital Foundry is more technical, I'd say. Okay. So this is not my new character. This is my new character, better said. Let me see. Migrate profile. I'm an idiot. Yeah, direct storage. Yeah, I want to migrate my profile. Thank you very much. It didn't ask me that. Rockstar should put it, once you launch GTA Online, it's like, hey, you want to migrate your character from the past GTA Online? That's the first thing that they should put there. The first thing. When I did it, they were like, oh, you have no characters. Want to make a new one? Okay, it migrated. Thank God. Okay, good thing that you guys told me. Thank you so much. That makes so much more sense. If you had to restart your online, man, there will be fire. Yeah, it's free. You'll probably have the Epic Games Store version or something buggy on the Steam side. 5070 reviews are out and it sucks. Everything RTX 50 sucks at the moment. It's been a disaster, so Nvidia can keep them. No, you are weird. Old school video remixes. Who cares? It's a character in a video game. Loading times seem to be a bit better, especially when launching the story mode and when swapping characters. Okay. So, fun fact, this character, I made it on the PS3. How many years ago? I was 16, I'm now 29 years old. This is the same character. Yes, you can play GTA 5 Legacy, but it's a separate thing from the Enhanced Edition. The Enhanced Edition has its own online thing. Thanks, man. How to migrate progression. In the online, pause the game. I'll show you guys. I did it just a second ago. You can rewind, but it's pausing the game, going to online, and there will be an option that says migrate profile. Oh, and it's nighttime. Oh, thank God. It's so good. But as you can see, my reflections are grainy and flickery. That's because I'm using aggressive upscaling. Performance DLSS at 4K. So the ray tracing, depending on your resolution, there will be more or less rays. The more rays you have, the better it will look. So in this case, since I'm doing 4K with upscaling, the reflections flicker like crazy, but that doesn't happen on higher resolutions. But nighttime, I love how nighttime looks with rain.
I gotta post this online.
Let me see if there's any glass that I can see my own character on. Yeah, I can see my character, I think. It's hard to tell, really. It's nighttime. Oh. Glass. Actually, on the online... Oh yeah, I can see my character. Never mind. There I am. The thing is, I'm wearing black and it's nighttime. So I'm invisible to the human eye.
Hey, Lawrence.
It's just fireworks. You don't see anything different. Not even the reflections. You don't notice the ray trace reflections. I mean, I know it's a subtle change, but the reflections are there.
All you gotta do is lay off carbs, you know?
The thing is, at nighttime it's harder to tell if it's not raining. Okay. So if you want to migrate your character, pause the game, go to online, and hit this option, migrate profile, and you should be good. I'll go back to 1440p super quick, just to show you all those features. Broken windows of car is new. Oh yeah. Yeah. Also the particles, I mentioned that before. The smoke effects and the particles are also way better.
Excuse me.
That includes the glass in cars. But now you get something similar to what's physics. This is new. So it's mostly smaller details. And then you get the glass there. Oops, yeah, I have to change the text. Thank you so much. 1440p, Ultra RT. Let's include the global illumination as well, just for the memes. Yeah, you can do that, Mohosen B. Okay. So the biggest change, again, the reflections, then the shadows, the draw distance of the shadows is way better now. You don't see it generating in front of you like before. Then there's better particles. So now the smoke and fire look better. And also when you hit windows with bullets. There's now more stuff coming out. Again, small details.
That's insane.
And well, the ambient occlusion is ray trace, the global illumination, so indirect lighting. Now smaller objects have shading to them that didn't before. But again, very, very subtle for most people. Very subtle. So that's why I recommend only enabling the ray trace reflections, due to the fact that it's the most obvious change. And well, we don't have MSAA anymore, which is very sad. We have TAA, DLSS, and FSR. And with FSR, there's a lot of ghosting. With DLSS, it's a bit better, but it's still there. Shotgun with flashlight, good point. I don't have a flashlight. I forgot. I'm trying to wait for daytime though. Oh, also I forgot to mention, if you put shadows on very high or ultra, your car will cast shadows. That's something I forgot to mention. I turned it off because I don't care. But it does work as well. But you can see the reflections even on the car. You don't need DLSS on 1080p plus Ultra. That's correct. The question is, does the water also have ray trace reflections? I don't think so. We'll see. Yeah, the water is not included with the reflections. At least not this body of water. It seems to just be cube maps. My car is not reflected. Yeah, one of the things that they didn't put, that I think is stupid that they didn't do it, your car on the mirrors doesn't have ray tracing. It's still freaking cube maps. I'm blown away that Rockstar didn't add that. What the hell is wrong with them? You can have reflections on glass in buildings and outside the cars, but inside the car they didn't put working mirrors. It's just a cube map. That's so stupid. This is literally the minimum effort. No, the enhanced version and the legacy version cannot play together on multiplayer. No, the stream didn't die. I think. I'm still there? Am I back? Oops. Let me try that again. Okay. Sorry about that. OBS crapped its pants for a moment. My voice is lagged. Okay, should be fine now. You thought it was your internet? No, no, it wasn't. It was me. It was me, Barry. Yeah, the thing is I don't have the flashlight on the shotgun. My voice is still out of sync? What? How? I love when bugs like that happen.
You're really onto something there.
Hold up. When I look for glass, some glass doesn't reflect. Yeah, this is DLSS with the DLL updated. Okay, this water does have reflections. Pretty subtle. Okay, it's fine. Gotcha. Oh, where's... 15 years.
What you want? Some wheels? It's coming at you.
Okay. Let's try that again. I completely restarted. I have it on Steam, by the way. So I'm driving my humble vehicle, but it shouldn't be lagging. Freaking YouTube. Still dropping connection? Gotcha. I'll double check. Maybe it's downloading something. Okay, we seem to be good for now. Okay. So as you can see, the most obvious change, in my opinion, is the ray trace reflections. That's the biggest change. I think you should prioritize this over the other options, at least when it comes to ray tracing. The global illumination works, but again, for most people it's going to be a pretty subtle change. But you can enable it if you want to. When it comes to shadows, works well. I think the ray trace shadows are cool due to the draw distance of them. And again, you get those reflections. But inside the car, there's no reflections, even on mirrors. So yeah. Anyway. I think you should enable only the shadows and the ray trace reflections. Otherwise, you get only the better... What's the name of this? You only get the better particles when destroying something. Especially fire and glass shattering. Now you get more glass. I'm not sure if the 3D models are better. Again, only surface... the minimum effort, basically. But hey, I like the reflections. The reflections are pretty cool. You can go further than the PS5 version when it comes to reflections. They have way better draw distance for it. Ah, there we go. I have a flashlight now. Yeah, I can see the indirect lighting there. The right. Pretty subtle. Then when it comes to transferring your progress, pause the game, go to online, migrate profile. If you want to transfer your single player, go to the legacy version and go into game and select upload save file, and you should be good. But that's basically it. So when it comes to the settings, I like that they merged everything here, but we missed MSIA. So if you want all the features, my advice is you keep it like this for ray tracing. And if you don't care about GI, because it's pretty subtle, and ambient occlusion, turn them off, keep the ray trace shadows, and increase the reflections and BVH quality. And you should have a superior looking version than the PS5 when it comes to ray tracing. And much better performance. Because again, remember that to have reflections on PS5, you actually have very low draw distance to them and 30 FPS. So yeah, that's basically it for it. That's all I have to say right now. I'm going to try it on Steam Deck and see how it goes. And again, if you have it on Steam, it's a separate thing on your library. If it doesn't show up, it's probably a bug that they're going to fix later. And on the Epic Games Store, apparently it doesn't work on the Epic Games Store. You should reload your library, but again, hit this button, refresh library, and it should sync. But you should have the normal GTA 5 and the enhanced edition. Some people told me that after downloading this and hitting play, it says that they don't own it. So probably, again, a bug. They had one job. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did trying it out. It's been a while since I played GTA 5, but I want freaking GTA 6 already. So it took 3 years for them to release these console improvements to PC from the new consoles. So yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. Yeah, you can disable all the anti-aliasing or use FXAA. Bye guys.